the only local news station with nonstop news.
Hi, it's What We Do. Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only TV station in town commercial free until the top of the hour. By the way, got to give a shout out to Jeff. Jeff, I met at La Cantera over the weekend. Jeff watches us every morning. I said, what do you like? He said,
Jeff.
I like watching nonstop news. So, Jeff, thank you so much for watching.
We have you covered this morning, everyone, including Jeff. Just heard from Jeanette, and she'll give us a deeper look at weather again in just a few minutes.
I mean, we like it when other people watch too, but you know, Jeff for sure. Joy, let's start
Starting
off
a
with
Jeff
you.
fan club.
Yes, Jeff, we're number one. It was a great morning up until what happened right behind you.
You know, it can still be a great morning, David, but unfortunately we are dealing with some serious congestion over here. This is a fresh accident along Loop 410, a live view for you from our friends over at TransGuide. This is going to be the eastbound lanes of 410 as you're approaching Vance Jackson Road. At least one lane blocked right now and already some congestion forming behind that. Another issue that we're following is going to be on the southwest side, I-35 northbound at Benton City Road. This is a screen grab from the cameras in that area where you can see one lane blocked here as well and some congestion stretching back to Loop 1604. Photojournalist David Mendoza joins us live from RoadCam this morning, and he's got some more details on what it's like out there. Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning. So it's been an excellent morning on the roadways until the past 10 minutes. Accidents sort of started popping off in our area. Right now I'm headed over to the southwest side to check out this delay in the Vaughn Army area for this reported accident. We also have a little something going on downtown that I might have to do a U-turn and check out as well. We'll keep you updated on both these situations. Back to you for the moment.
All right, David, thank you. We'll check in again soon with your on-time traffic.
All right, guys, thank you. New this morning, a man's in the hospital after he was attacked by a woman on the east side. This was about 3:30 this morning on Gembler near Frostbank Center Drive. That's out by the Spurs Arena. Police say this couple had an argument over ending their relationship, and that's when the woman allegedly cut the man across the chest using some sort of weapon. We're not sure what it was at this point. The woman was detained. No word on the charges she could be facing.
We are learning more about why a school on the east side is being shut down by the Texas Education Agency. In a letter to parents, Essence Preparatory Charter School says they're not being renewed for next school year. They cite 3 unacceptable reviews that they got from the TEA and have elected not to appeal them because it would require significant time and resources. The TEA's reviews over the last 3 years, the school received below average scores and a 59 as an overall rating. In a statement, the school CEO and superintendent says because the school opened during the pandemic and there was no historical data as a baseline similar to what older schools had. He also says the decision deserves a conversation about how accountability works for new schools serving high-need communities. The school will close at the end of the school year, and staff is expected to remain employed through June. Students and families will be able to attend an open house on January 15th where they can learn more about public school options in the city.
About 15 minutes now before 7 a.m., workers at 2 local hotels will be getting a pay raise starting next year. So workers at the Grand Hyatt and the Hyatt Regency hotels recently ratified a new contract to pay their raise their minimum pay. So their union states that housekeepers, laundry attendants, and other hourly workers will be the first to make $20 an hour working at the hotel. They also say the contract reduces healthcare costs and makes Juneteenth a paid holiday.
I feel like I can breathe better, sleep better. Why? Because it's taken me 44 years with the Hyatt to reach to this milestone. This is history for us.
That new wage kicks in May of 2026.
Domestic violence increases during the holidays, but not all incidents may be reported. Marta Pelaez, the president and CEO of Family Violence Prevention Services, says they see a dip in calls, but not because the abuse stops. During the holidays, she says family members are in close quarters with one another and tensions can flare.
Pattern that is progressive over time of behaviors that aim at controlling the victim, the person. All of those elements tend to aggravate and exacerbate the situation.
Experts say stay out of bathrooms or kitchens where there is only one way in and out and where household items can quickly be used as weapons. Also, she encourages people to have a safety plan. Try to have someone that you can text or a code word that you could use if you find yourself in an abusive situation. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, you can call the 24/7 hotline at the number on your screen. You can also text START to 88788. In consumer news, Christmas is 3 days away, and tree farmers say their sales were down. They say more people are opting for artificial trees. An organization that promotes real Christmas trees says people are not buying the real Christmas trees in the numbers that they did 50 years ago. The Real Christmas Tree Board says artificial trees have taken a big bite out of their live tree business. Despite the decline in sales, though, Christmas tree growers did get a big boost from Home Depot. Home Depot featured a tree farm in North Carolina during a recent ad campaign.
The Trump administration says you could get a $2,000 check in the new year if Congress gives the go-ahead. The president has been talking about giving most Americans a tariff check now for months. Kevin Hassett, who is the National Economic Council Director, says that Congress will need to approve this early next year, but he also believes that recent positive news about the economy means that check is more likely to happen. Well, look for a Christmas rally on Wall Street today, and we've got some tips on saving money on your taxes before the new year.
In today's morning report, here's Jeff Vaughn filling in for Jane King.
Good morning. Look for the Santa Claus rally starting today. The last trading days of the year reflect optimism of the new year and the spending of those holiday bonuses. DraftKings is launching a prediction market. The sports book will also allow users to trade contracts on sports and financial events. The app will be available in 38 states. The prediction market sector could reach $1 trillion in trading volume by 2030, that according to Front Office Sports. Tesla looking to its sales department and factory workers to fill the seats of robo-taxis in high demand. EV maker is offering extra pay and recruitment bonuses to become AI operators, which actively monitor a robo-taxi in full self-driving mode. The operators are needed in Las Vegas, Phoenix, and San Francisco, where those wait times have increased, according to Business Insider. We only have 10 days to make decisions regarding your 2025 taxes. If you have a workplace retirement plan, max it out. That reduces your taxable income dollar for dollar. A Roth conversion could also be a smart move, especially if your income is lower this year or you expect higher taxes next year. Home upgrades for qualified energy efficient tax credits should also be completed and in service by year end. And if your portfolio lost value in 2025, selling positions in a tax harvest could reduce your taxable income. Qualified charitable donations before December 31st are tax deductible. And review your withholdings so there will be no surprises come April 15th. And of course, it's always a good idea to have a professional take a look at your final tax forms. I'm Jeff Vaughn. That's your morning report.
An Ohio man has been charged with attempted murder of a police officer at a Walmart. A Walmart employee jumped in to stop the man. It happened while the man and another woman were being questioned for shoplifting. The 21-year-old man pulled out a gun and tried to fire shots at the officer, but the weapon didn't fire. The officer was able to wrestle him to the ground. He's been charged with attempted murder along with robbery and drug possession charges.
Wow. Huge no-no at the during that Steelers-Lions game yesterday. Pittsburgh receiver DK Metcalf had an altercation with a fan during the game. We've got video of it here. So this is the second quarter. Metcalf walks over the fan, are kind of jowling at each other. Then Metcalf grabs him, and then he took a swipe at him. He threw a punch, it looks like. I don't know if it connected. It's hard to tell. The refs didn't penalize him or the Steelers during the game, but the NFL most certainly will drop the hammer. You could expect the league to hand down a fine and or a suspension very soon.
The men's basketball coach at Georgetown University is suspended for one game after throwing a water bottle that hit a child. It happened during the final seconds when the team missed a three-pointer to tie the game. The water bottle hit a mother and child sitting behind the bench. The coach did apologize to the family, fans, and the university. He said his actions were out of character.
One game? One game for throwing it into the stands? That's a joke. Texas A&M is no longer in the National College Football Playoffs. The Aggies lost to University of Miami Saturday 10-3. And after this weekend's first-round games, Texas Tech will now take on Oregon in the quarterfinals January 1st. Oregon beat James Madison by a whopping score of 51-34.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeanette Calle.
I was just saying, you can't take anything and fire it into your customers.
Yeah,
like that is crazy.
I mean, just goes to show how angry he was. He was not thinking who was behind him. He was just so frustrated he missed that three, and my goodness. Anyway, hey, weather-wise, this is the only snow we'll see around here.
Oh, here we go.
Let's take the map.
There he is.
It's on a My Animation
big guy.
map. That's the only snow we'll see here. There goes Santa waving hello. Yeah, it's going to be way too warm for any winter weather. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, each morning will be cloudy with temperatures starting off in the mid-60s. And then in the afternoon, looking partly sunny with highs near 80 degrees. Yes, we're talking 80-degree weather for Christmas. And if we do hit 80 on Thursday, that will tie number 3 spots. 2016 was the last time we hit 80 degrees on Christmas Day. Check out the coldest Christmases we've ever had here. Number 1 spot, 30 degrees in 1983. 10-day temperature trend. So this afternoon will be at 77 degrees, closer to about 79, 80 from Tuesday through Christmas Day. Looks like we'll reach the low 80s Friday and Saturday before the next cold front comes in. Behind that, it'll cool down. 70 Sunday, big cool down a week from today. Upper 50s to low 60s for highs early next week. And then as we ring in the new year, it'll start to warm back up with highs in the low 70s. Cloud cover, that's back, and it's covering areas along and east of I-35. That's because moisture is coming up from the Gulf. Increase in moisture here at the surface. Farther to the west, though, looking at clear skies. Across the country, there is rain and snow with a storm that's approaching the Pacific Northwest. That storm system will move east, staying across the northern states, certainly north of Texas. We have an upper-level ridge across the southern U.S., and that's going to keep any unsettled weather north of the region. This afternoon, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. There could be a very isolated shower in the eastern zone. That is it. Tomorrow morning, cloudy. In the afternoon, partly sunny. We'll do this again for Christmas Eve on Wednesday and then Christmas Day. Morning clouds with afternoon sunshine and high temperatures, again, well above the normal. It is warmer and more humid this morning, certainly warmer than yesterday morning. We're starting off in the 60s. It'll stay cloudy through the morning. By noon, we'll see some sun, and then this afternoon becoming partly sunny with a high of 77, mostly sunny in the hill country and the western zone. So again, 79 to 80 degrees through the rest of the week, low 80s by Saturday. Cold front comes in heading into Sunday. It's not a huge front, not going to produce a whole lot of wet weather. Slight rain chance at least for Sunday. Here's the extended forecast for the other 3 zones. You can get this online at news4sa.com.
All right, we were tracking a couple of accidents last time we checked in. The good news here is that both of those have cleared. A little bit of delay left behind on Loop 410 here, the eastbound lanes as you're approaching Vance Jackson. That's where that accident was. Shut down 2 lanes, but they're now back open. Behind it, maybe a 5 to 10 minute delay left behind that is slowly improving. Similar situation on the southwest side, I-35 northbound at Benton City Road. That accident has cleared, and that delay wrapped up very, very quickly. Now, we do have some reports of an accident in the downtown area. That's Flora Street and West Commerce Street. So that's another thing that we're looking into. But our major highways moving forward are open and moving. Photojournalist David Mendoza joins us live from RoadCam one more time. Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning. So right now, 35 north approaching Loop 410 here on the city's southwest side. Checking out the delay that has since cleared. Didn't find anything. No flashing lights, just clear open roadways. Headed back into the city. No major problems within our city right now. I'll leave you with that. Drive safe and have a great day. Back to you.
All right, have a wonderful day, David. Thank you.
Joy, thank you. Marty Supreme has a successful opening weekend, and Netflix is renewing a popular TV series. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
That doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Marty Supreme did supremely well in its first weekend. The drama starring Timothée Chalamet opened in 9th place with $875,000, playing in just 6 theaters. That's an average of nearly $146,000 a screen, the best per theater average of any movie this year. That expands to wide release on Thursday.
俺から離れるな。
Last Samurai Standing is still standing. Netflix has renewed the action series for a second season. The streamer says the show, which premiered last month, is in its top 10 in 88 countries. Miley Cyrus is set to be honored for her song from Avatar: Fire and Ash. The Palm Springs International Film Festival announced it'll give Cyrus its Outstanding Artistic Achievement Award for Dream as One. The awards are January 3rd in Palm Springs, California. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I'm not interested in watching any of those movies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I saw Zootopia too. But thanks for watching. We appreciate it.